Hello, everybody. James P. Darvis, artistic director of Stage Playhouse. A white guy wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. Mm, there's that. I'm wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt because I'm super supportive of the insanity that is a struggle for equal rights that happens to be boiling right now. And through the past, I don't know, 8, 9 days, however many days, this has again been allowed to be in the forefront. Um, by loud, it means it took a lot of people screaming really loud to get to hear those voices. I hope that we get to hear them more. So, in the past couple of days, I have received lots of statements from credit card companies, local theaters, national theaters, international theaters, insurance companies, stores, Target, Macy's, Vons, maybe. Just so many of them coming in inboxes. And I'm venturing to say that the majority of those have been written by people that look like me, which is a huge part of the problem. And then I have been trying to figure out if it's time for my voice to say something. And I don't think it is. I know white people, white gay men even, have had the microphone for a long time, specifically when it comes to theater, all over the world, I think. So I don't know. But I am a leader. I'm a leader of an organization, a nonprofit theater called Stage Playhouse, which most of you all know about, in Chula Vista, California. And I've been thinking about what the role of a leader is, and then what my definition of a leader is. And this is my definition, which is by no means in a dictionary anywhere. It's just my personal thoughts on what a leader should do. A leader should have a concise mission and plan of action for whatever group of people he or she is leading. And then a leader should try their best to unify whatever group of people they are leading, if it's an organization, if it's a city, if it's a state, if it's a country. That should be a very high numbered goal. And then a leader should be able to deal with opposing viewpoints and criticism of their style of leadership. So I was worried because when I've seen all of those statements from different people, specifically the statements from different theaters here in San Diego, which is my neighborhood, so it's the things that I see the most, and I have seen some people. It's hard to find the correct choice of word. Criticize their statement justifiably, 100% justifiably. And then I was worried about what comments might be listed underneath here whenever this is shown. And then I found it super ironic that me, as a white male of immense privilege, is worried about a few comments on a post when there are people for decades and decades and decades and centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries who have been persecuted just because of the way they look. So that seemed a little I don't know, privileged. That's the only word I can do. So I apologize for that. I apologize for my privilege, and I acknowledge it. So with regards to equality, I'm specifically speaking about in the theater. I don't think my words are important right now. But Griffin Matthews, I'm not sure if you know who he is. He is the writer of a musical called Witness Uganda. He made a statement on social media a couple days ago, and it was shared with me by a very dear friend into my inbox, and I sat quietly and listened to it, and I heard what he had to say, and it was rough to hear that, and to know that it was the truth. That was rough. So I'm going to play that video for you. It's a long video. I'm rambling as I always do, so this could be a really long video. So if you don't want to listen to me, super cool, I get it. Please listen to the video, because those words are powerful, important, and need to be heard by everyone. So I'm going to insert that video now.
This has been an extraordinarily difficult week for me. It's been emotional. It's been isolating. It's been anxiety-inducing. And I decided to go silent on social media because I didn't know how to contribute to the conversation. And I woke up this morning and thought, okay, I should put down my thoughts and say why I'm so triggered, and say why we want people to listen to us. And so this is my experience detailing making a musical that some of you know, Witness Uganda, also known as Invisible Thread, back when we were making it for Off-Broadway in New York City. And this is my thoughts. They're sensitive. I've never shared them. I think this is the moment. We all saw the video of Amy Cooper pulling her white lady privilege card on a black man in Central Park as he asked her to simply follow the rules. She threatened his reputation, his livelihood, and his life. It was a revelation for America, but it was extremely triggering for me because I have been in the room where it happens, and Amy Coopers are alive and well in the American theater. Also, white men can be Amy Coopers too. Here are just a few things that happened to me along the way. Strong-arming a black writer after you've already purchased the rights to my work by saying, I will not produce your show if you do not change the title, exit your role as lead actor and exit your role as lead writer is a direct threat, and that is Amy Cooper. A director saying in a casting session that an actress doesn't look black enough to be in Witness Uganda is what black people call the paper bag test, and that is Amy Cooper. Second Stage, wanting to honor the work of Matt and I for their annual gala with the promise of a hefty donation to our charity, asking our entire cast to perform for free, and then parading us around their gala to talk about the importance of their risky endeavors. Yet the donation never came. That is Amy Cooper. A white reviewer noted that our 20-something black actors playing high school kids and college graduates looked a little old for the roles. The show that followed ours was Dear Evan Hansen, starring a bunch of white 20-somethings playing high schoolers. Their looks were never on the table because white people get to play make-believe on stage. Black people are scrutinized for our wigs, our costumes, our ages, our skin color, our bodies, our vocals, our muscles, or our curves, and that is Amy Cooper. A white theater reviewer said, and then Big Mama comes out to sing the gospel number. They were referring to Melody Betts' incomparable performance of Bella Musana. Her character's name was Rain Lady, not Big Mama. And that is Amy Cooper. A theater reviewer attempted to destroy my career by saying the only thing that Griffin Matthews cares about is Griffin Matthews. And then proceeded to not only rip apart my show, but also attack me personally. Never once asking why an entirely white theater producing staff, director, Broadway producer bought and paid for my material. I became the singular scapegoat inside of a $2 million musical, and that is Amy Cooper. And when that racist review came out, not one person on the producing entity challenged it. Not one person defended the singular black voice that they had just paraded around at their gala. And that is Amy Cooper. In the middle of a heated creative team meeting, our director stood up and screamed in my face, "I do not work for you," when in fact, she did. She worked for me. The director works for the writer to bring forward the vision, and in that moment, she was Amy Cooper. A song in Act 1 mentioned the fact that I was the son of slaves. Our producer, in the middle of a creative team meeting, said, "Slavery is over. No one wants to hear about that." Not one single person put him in check, and that is Amy Cooper. See, the thing about Amy Cooper is she is a liberal. She is an artistic director. She is a Tony winner. She is a producer. She teaches at Harvard. She is charismatic. She is an excellent public speaker and fundraiser. She puts on pretty dresses and speaks eloquently about how much she cares about diversity and inclusion. She has made her entire career about that. She works with black people. She believes she loves black people. She buys their work, and then behind closed doors, she steals it. She manipulates it. She has no time or patience to research it. She has no idea of how to defend it because she never understood it. She waits for everyone else to tell her if it's good or if it's relevant or if it's award-worthy because she sincerely has no idea what's what. Her black experience is strictly about money and profits. She has no real black friends and has never needed to have them because that's not part of the equation of rising to the pinnacle of success on Broadway. Think about that. White people literally need not one black person to become a Broadway sensation, to become a millionaire, to become a Tony winner, to become Broadway history. Not one black person is needed to achieve that. And that is why Broadway is racist. It is teeming with racist theater owners, producers, directors, writers, artistic directors, choreographers, agents, managers, actors, stage managers, company managers, casting directors, press teams, and reviewers pretending to be allies. And if the word racist stings you, it should. Because racist behavior has been stinging artists of color since the very beginning. Racism has been stealing our dreams, choking our stories, looting our talent, destroying our bank accounts, and then discarding us when we are no longer valued. And here is the deepest revelation from me. I may never make it to Broadway for simply speaking out against the horrific treatment that I received, and all of the Amy Coopers will be fine. Because they won't read this, or they won't care that I wrote it, because they do not need black people to reach the pinnacle of success. And that is why I say, burn it down. The institution isn't working. It never was. Black artists have been keeping a secret from you. We have been performing on stage and off. That's the secret. And we're tired. We're tired of keeping it. We are done. I am done. The Great White Way needs a real black friend immediately. And one more thing. Book of Mormon is racist. There. I said it.
Okay. So y'all just listen to that, I hope, and I hope you share the F out of it. So back to the qualifications of a leader. The second thing that I said was having a plan to unify. So On Stage Playhouse has been around for many years, and I think the leaders of On Stage Playhouse have pretty much always been white, at least since I've been there. So that needs to change, and I guess it sounds privileged that I'm asking for your help for that, but I do. I need your help with that. So we meet once a month at our board meeting. It is the third Monday of every month at 6 o'clock. Currently, it's on Zoom, but I'm assuming in the very near future we'll be back to face-to-face meetings at the theater, which is 291 3rd Avenue, Chula Vista, California, 919 910. So there's a seat at the table. There are multiple seats at the table for any person who wants to let myself and the other 10 members of the board take your hand and let us listen to you and let us hear what your idea is for us to do better. And then join the board, be a part of us every month, or just come once and say whatever it is you need to say, and let me hear it and let everybody else hear it. And then the goal is that we hear more and more of those voices, and then we get more and more of those voices to be a steady narrative, a steady voice in our decision making. And then hopefully that'll burst open this ability to diversify and to more adequately represent the world at large. Because in my, again, undereducated opinion, is that the theater is here to tell the stories of the world, all of the stories. And in order for us to be the best storytellers, we need to have the voices of many different storytellers. So I would love for that to happen. If you can't make it or don't want to make it, I get it. There's other things going on. You can email me personally at jpd6269@gmail.com. That's my personal email. So then I will know that I have it, and we can talk. My phone number is 619-634-8058. You can text me or call me with what your thoughts are, how you're feeling, and how we can do better. Because we can do better. We can definitely do better. I've been putting forth the effort to represent our specific community, which is Chula Vista, California, 72.3% Hispanic, as much as I can on the stage. And I can do better with that. Yeah, I can do better. We can do better. We want to do better. It's important and imperative that we do better. And I need more voices to lead the leader to a better place for all artists, more comfortable place for all artists to share their work, to share their stories. So that's a pledge. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna figure out the best way to do it. And right now, I think the best way is inviting all the voices into the room. So third Monday, every month, 6 o'clock, you have my email, you have my personal phone number to send me anything. And, whatever you want to send, I'm fine with it. I'm a leader, so I am ready, I'm prepared to deal with whatever happens in a graceful, kind, and hopefully growing way. So let me know, and please come, and we will do better. I am gonna leave you now because it's been an epic saga, like Gone with the Wind, of this guy scratching his hair and talking to you. So that's where we are today, and I don't think tomorrow's gonna be any better, nor do I think it should be any better. There are younger and older, more courageous, more less selfish people that are out there putting their boots on the ground to make effective change for racial equality, and to hold people accountable for the things that they've done improperly, either on purpose or not on purpose. Doesn't change the outcome. So to you, people that are doing the work right now, thank you. Thank you very much. Keep doing it. Some resources for people that look like me that might, you know what? One thing that I found is extremely disgusting is that I've heard that there's a lot of people that look like me that think it is people that don't look like me. It's their jobs to educate me on what they're going through, what they've gone through, what their mothers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers and aunts and uncles and all through the lineage have gone through. It's not. It is definitely not their job to educate me or people that look like me. It's my job. And people that look like me, it's our job to educate ourselves, to understand that struggle, to find the empathy, and to put out a hand to help it. So these are a couple organizations that I've done a little bit of research on over the past week. I'm just going to list them off. Go to their websites. You can, I don't have the exact website, you can just search it in Google or whatever search engine that you have. You will get the information. Campaign Zero, Black Lives Matter, Reclaim the Block, Showing Up for Racial Injustice, and the Legal Defense Initiative. I was wrong. I said injustice. It's showing up for racial justice. Duh, that's the goal. So those are some websites that you can educate yourself on. And I'm going to plead with you one more time. Please don't make excuses. Please don't find some backwoodsy, antiquated thought process to justify either your inaction or your complacency. Because I've been cleaning out my closet and I have a list of things that I've done that I'm ashamed of that have been compliant. I've been compliant to my brothers and sisters of color not getting the same opportunities and rights that I have been given. And I'm embarrassed by that, and I apologize for that, and I'm going to do better for that. All right. I'm going to sign off, and I am going to hold the door open on those Mondays. I'm going to hold the door open anytime I'm at the space. I do work another job, and everyone's a volunteer, so there's not regular hours there at the theater itself. But when I'm there, the door will be open, and I want you to walk in, and I want you to help us grow and help me grow personally as well. So, sorry I'm asking a favor at this time. It seems not right, but it's the only thing I can think of doing. You're valued, you're appreciated, your struggle is real. We are listening, we are hearing, we are standing beside you, and we are ready to take your hand so you can guide us to the place that best resembles equality. It's important. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.